From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update.
From Wish TV, I'm Hannah Mordo with your Daybreak Drive-In. Tuesday, September 20th, we'll have the legal battle over Indiana's abortion ban, saying goodbye to fallen Richmond police officer Sierra Burton, and a Baltimore man whose murder conviction captured serial podcast listeners is now out of prison. Those stories are next. Richmond police officer Sierra Burton's remains are back home this morning, brought to Richmond in a final procession. Hundreds of people gathered outside the Richmond Police Department yesterday as officers escorted Burton's body from Ohio. The procession passed by Burton's police car before going to the funeral home. Burton died Sunday night after being shot in the line of duty on August 10th. She survived more than 2 weeks off life support. The Richmond Police Department says it will announce funeral arrangements soon. Richmond police, though, are warning of a fundraising scam pretending to benefit Officer Burton's family. The department posted a screenshot of the fundraiser on Plum Fund saying it's fake. Police are urging people who want to help the family to make sure it's a legitimate fundraising event or account. A special judge is promising a swift ruling in the legal effort to block Indiana's abortion ban. Judge Kelsey Hanlon heard arguments for about an hour in Bloomington yesterday. The ACLU argues the law is unconstitutional. It said the ban could lead to other rights being attacked, like access to contraception. State lawyers accuse the ACLU of trying to invent a right to privacy and say a ban was in place when the Indiana Constitution was drafted in 1851. The judge did not make an immediate decision, but said she would rule expeditiously. A Marion County judge will hear arguments on an unrelated lawsuit against the abortion ban. That's October 14th. INDOT says despite the quickly approaching deadline, the bulk of the North Split construction project should be done by December. INDOT broke ground on the interchange nearly 2 years ago. Crews are now working to make the North Split smaller, add ramps, and make it safer. A Baltimore man whose murder conviction captured serial podcast listeners is now out of prison. Adnan Syed was released yesterday. Syed had been serving a life sentence for the 1999 murder of his ex-girlfriend, Hae Min Lee. The judge ruled that the state of Maryland had violated its legal obligation to share evidence, including other suspects, that could have helped Syed's defense. His case garnered national attention when the serial podcast raised doubts about the evidence prosecutors used. State now has 30 days to seek a new trial or dismiss the case. This morning, Hurricane Fiona is hitting Turks and Caicos as the first major hurricane this season. The storm intensified to a Cat 3 around 2 this morning. The situation left by the storm in Puerto Rico is dire. The island is still under a flood watch through tonight. At least 2 deaths are blamed on flooding. Rescuers are scrambling to save people. Hundreds required rescue so far. Fiona knocked out the entire electricity grid 5 years after Hurricane Maria did the same thing. Officials say Fiona could end up being more destructive. Much more sunshine expected for today, which will lead to fairly warm temps this afternoon. The high should top out in the upper 80s. From Wish TV, I'm Hannah Mordo. Be sure to like and subscribe for your daily news updates from Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.